Hi and welcome back to another video. This is the Zoom RT223, a great little drum machine. It has a large selection of quality sounds, built-in effects, line-in to plug in your keyboard or guitar, a capable sequencer, and it is light and very portable because it can run on batteries. However, this is not what this video will be about.
Damn right.
This is the SB-246 Streetboxx, the RT's edgier half-twin. It comes with all the features of the RT223 but swaps all the internal samples with hip-hop oriented sounds. The samples were provided by the Beat Kangz, of which I couldn't really find any information on the net, other than they later also released an ill-fated MPC clone, which went by the slang-tastic name of Beat Kangz Beat Thang.
Freak out, yo!
As the Streetboxx was released sometime during the early 2000s, hip-hop had already turned into a very wide field sound-wise, and this is really reflected in the large variety of sounds of this machine. It features a surprisingly large selection of booming, screaming, and sometimes really sick and overprocessed kicks, snares, percussion, and hit sounds. It also features a few basic bass sounds, which also is a nice add-on, but really those drum sounds are the star of the show here. Just to give you a quick impression of all the dirtiness, here's a basic patch. Now let's add some bass. For such a small and cheap machine, the SB-246 is actually pretty packed with features and functions, and you really have to read the manual to grasp all the functionality. Speaking of the manual, my unit came with the manual of the RT223, and that, as it turns out, really wasn't a mistake. Zoom really sold it like this and added a small leaflet that literally just said, while reading the manual, simply read every instance of RT223 as SB-246. As I've mentioned, the unit has some built-in effects, reverb and compression, and you can even create your own presets for the effects. Let me give you another example, this time cycling through some of the effects. First, the compression. And now pay attention to the snap sound while I cycle through some of the reverbs. And it's not just the effects, I have to say, but in many other aspects the machine is extremely customizable, much more than you would expect from such a very cheap drum computer. You can overwrite and replace every pattern, song and even drum kit with your own creations, and whatever you modify is saved instantly. And because you have 3 banks of 13 drum sounds per drum kit and you can modify parameters like pitch, you can even make those percussion and hit sounds sing. The SB-246 also has a number of different composing and performance modes that make it great for jamming and live performances. Take for example the tuned bass drum I just showed you. In groove play mode you can assign every drum pad to a different pattern, playing up to 4 patterns at the same time. So basically, you can create your songs on the fly. In song mode, on the other hand, you can build a song from elements like intros, verses, fills and endings that semi-automatically jump from one part to the next. And also in song mode, you can build a custom chain of patterns to create a whole song. So, as I hope I showed you in this short demo, the SB-246 is an outstanding piece of kit that is a ton of fun to play around with. And it's very cheap. I got mine for just 70 euros, and I've seen the RT223, which is also a great machine with just some more tame samples, go for even less. The only real downside for me is that it only has MIDI in. So you can play it from a sequencer and you can sync it too, but sadly you cannot use it to sequence external gear. Okay then, bye bye and see you in a video soon.